Okay, time for another war letter home. How is everybody? How's my car and bank account? Please tell me no one has wrecked it and it be their fault, because if it is, my insurance will skyrocket. Also, please tell me my account is blooming. If so, start investing in mutuals. Foreign. Enough of that. I haven't received any packages. Maybe they'll be here today. Here's a little segment from Josh. One night, he was walking fire watch when what would appear a snake. He went crazy. He began chopping it with his e-tool and he'd stomp it. Then he'd chop, stomp, and so on. The snake wouldn't die. So, being the brave soul he is, he shined a flashlight on it. It was still alive, and it was a shoelace. The next night, a guy named Tim heard something in his hole. That's a fighting hole. So he yelled for fire watch. Guess who's on watch? Josh! By the time Josh got there, Tim was still in his sleeping bag standing up. Josh looked down into the hole and he slipped and fell in. When he did, a snake jumped out at him and he yelled, Snake! And began beating it with his trusty e-tool. Imagine two men in one in a sleeping bag and the other swinging an e-tool at a snake inside a fighting hole. Well, it turns out that the snake was a couple of pack straps. Something else. He was on a working party for Top Done. The Top had him throwing away some trash. Well, Top had a little tin can he kept his coffee in. Josh accidentally threw it away. Top came back and asked him what happened to his can. Josh told him he had thrown it away. Top grabbed him, threw him to the ground, and began choking him. You should have seen Josh's face. He wasn't hurt, just scared. Oh, forecast says temps will drop 25 degrees. We'll have some snow flurries. I could have sworn we were in the desert. Nah, it's not gonna snow. Feels like it though. Dad, I now have an idea of what it's like to operate without a right thumb. Somehow, I managed to shut my thumb in a steel door. It hurt. When I showed up to the doc, he couldn't believe that I'd just done it. He said I was too calm. I asked him if it would make it better if I jumped up and down and screamed, if it would help any. He just laughed. Well, tell my bird I said hi. I love you all. The way it looks, we might be here 2 or 3 more months, maybe longer. Love, Scott. Semper Fi. In that same envelope was another letter from February the 19th. Got a package! Smiley face. It was the one with blue socks, long johns, underwear. It all came just in time. Thank you. Well, we are still sitting around, but that is the Marine Corps. Just want to say thanks and I love you. Don't worry, I'm okay. So a couple things about this letter. Josh is Josh Ciano. I, from the first day I met that guy, I liked him. Tim is Tim Rettenbach, another great guy. Top Done, what can you say about Top Done? It was just amazing. What else was in here that I wanted to bring up? Oh, my dad and the right thumb story. For those of you guys that don't know, my dad lost his thumb in an accident at work, so that's why that story was funny. I don't remember it snowing. Oh, and something else. This is about the fog of war and memory. And even if you've not been in war, I want to talk to you about memory real quick. You should always be in the practice of writing things down. Every time I've told that story about Josh and Top Done, I've always remembered it as Top Done taking him to the ground and pulling out his gun and holding it to his head. Evidently, that's not what happened. Top just choked him out. Never trust your memory. Always write stuff down. Always. Because your memory, your head, the number one liar in your life is your own head. Alright? Always remember that.